Om Shanti. Avyakt BaapDada. Today's date 16th October 1969. 16th of October 1969. Murli's title is Sharpen Your Power of Discernment. Title is Sharpen Your Power of Discernment. What is Baba especially seeing today? How does Baba see the transformation within this group? Who is clever at giving answers? To what extent do you have the power to recognize and discern? Acha, you constantly remain in a stage of yoga. Baba is asking, Acha, who constantly remains in a stage of yoga? Who seems to be an image of divine virtues from imbibing those divine virtues? Why is Baba asking this? It is so that when you have to go into the world outside to do any task for which you have to maintain a relationship with devilish community, you can become victorious in many aspects with the practice of being able to discern. If you do not have the power to discern, you cannot become victorious. That was just a little test to see to what extent you are able to discern your own family. In fact, each jewel is more elevated than the next, but nevertheless, the practice to discern is definitely needed. Do not think that the practice to discern is a small thing. You can claim a number, no, just this. Baba says you can claim a number one, just. Baba says you can claim a number on just this. You need the practice of being able to discern the present and the future in any situation or of souls with any kind of thoughts. The Pandava army especially needs to have the power of discern because many situations will come in front of you, brothers. In order to face them, cleanliness of the intellect is absolutely essential. How can you develop the power to discern? What is the main method for that? What is the main method to make the power to discern sharp? What should be the method to discern? Are you able to discern anything Baba says, Baba is asking, are you able to discern anyone who comes in front of you? Each one gave his own idea. The essence of what all of you said is the same. The Avyakt stage remembrance and the stage of soul consciousness are the same thing. However, together with the stage of soul consciousness, only those who do not have a lot of waste thoughts are able to discern others accurately. Those whose intellect is only engaged in remembrance of one, the task of one, and who are in a constant stage will be able to discern others very quickly. Those whose intellect creates a lot of thoughts will have a mixture of their own waste thoughts in recognize others. Baba says those whose intellect creates a lot of thoughts will have a mixture of their own waste thoughts in recognizing others. Therefore, they would not be able to recognize others as they are. The main essence that emerged is cleanliness of the intellect. To the extent that there is cleanliness of the intellect, accordingly, you will be able to maintain a yogic stage. Waste thoughts and sinful thoughts become an obstacle in creating an Avyakt stage. The main reason you are attracted to the body again and again is that there is not cleanliness of the intellect. Cleanliness of the intellect means that it remains lost in the great mantra that it has received. Because of not having remembrance of one, but in letting the intellect wander in many directions, the intellect does not remain powerful. Generally, you must have experienced that when the intellect is engaged in many tasks, there is the feeling of the intellect being weak and tired, and so you are not able to make an accurate decision about anything. In the same way, waste thoughts and sinful thoughts make the intellect tired. A soul who is tired will not be able to discern or make a decision accurately. No matter how clever someone may be, there is a great difference in his being able to discern and decide when he is tired. Baba says no matter how clever someone may be, there is a great difference in his being able to discern and decide when he is tired. Because the intellect is tired by those thoughts throughout the day, it lacks the power to make decisions and is therefore not able to become victorious. The main reason for experiencing defeat, Baba is saying, the main reason for experiencing defeat is that there is not cleanliness of the intellect. Just as those people have the cleanliness of their palms, so you can also do so much with cleanliness of the intellect. Those people are able to change anything very quickly with the cleanliness of their palms. It doesn't take them long. This is why they are called magicians. You will also, Baba says, you will also have the magical power to transform. Now you have learned to transform, but you are not able to change it like magic. That is, you are not able to change very quickly. It takes you time. In order to use your magic, remember the mantra. The magic will work for as long as they remember that mantra. If you also remember your great mantra, you will be able to do your work like magic. It is still taking time. So what will you emerge as from this bhakti? Magicians. If so many magicians were to spread to every corner of Bharat, what would it become? A different scene would be visible within a month. You will now have to make preparations. What will you have to do if you have many magicians begin the task of transforming? Baba is asking, what will you have to do if so many magicians begin the trance of transforming? You as well as BaapDada wish to witness such a scene of newness. The sound of who has emerged from where should spread. Baba says the sound of who has emerged from where should spread. They should feel that at every place an alaukic soul has incarnated. Since one incarnation is able to do so much, all of you so many incarnations. Baba says, when one incarnation is able to do so much, all you are so many incarnations. When you return from here, think that you have incarnated in that body for godly service. If you go with this awareness, then uniqueness will be visible in your every activity. All those of your divine family and your worldly family will experience that you have become different and totally transformed. When they experience your transformation, you will be able to transform the world. If there is not the experience of transformation from all of you, you will not be able to transform the world. You have to change yourself in order to change the world. You must always move along while considering yourself to be an instrument who has incarnated into that body, which is on a loan for a godly task for just a few days. When you have completed your task, you will go back. Baba says, when you have completed your task, you will go back. Create this stage with this awareness and this aim and continue to move along with that. Baba says, create this stage with this awareness and this aim and continue to move along with that. This is a garden. BaapDada comes into the living garden and he takes a little fragrance from your words. Baba says, this is a garden. BaapDada comes into the living garden and he takes a little fragrance from your words. A little from your eyes and a little from the jewel on your forehead. BaapDada Baba is saying, BaapDada sees the sparkle of the jewel on the forehead of each of you. In the same way, if all of you continue to see the jewel on the forehead of each one, then your vision and attitude will become pure and satopradhan. The main reason your vision becomes mischievous is that you do not see the jewel on the forehead, but you see the physical form instead. Do not see the physical form, but see the jewel on the forehead. When you see the physical form, just think that you are looking at a snake. A snake has a jewel at the center of its forehead. So, you have to see the jewel and not the snake. If you look at anything with body consciousness, then understand that you are looking at a snake. If you look at the snake, it will bite you. A snake would carry out its task. A snake is poisonous. There are some special snakes that have jewels. Baba is saying there are some special snakes that have jewels. How must you brothers, Baba is asking, how must you brothers kill the snakes? What will you do while looking at a snake? Do not see the snake, just see the jewel. The position of the snake will not be so poisonous. Baba is saying the poison of the snake will not be so poisonous if you look at the jewel. If you see the snake, which is the body, will belong to the Baba says, if you see the body, you will belong to the snake. You will become like that. But if you see the jewel, you will become a jewel in BaapDada's rosary. You either become like a snake or you become a jewel of the rosary. If you want to become a jewel, you must see the jewel. Then your complaint will be transformed and you will become complete. You just need to use the discrimination of the intellect to see the difference between complaint and being complete. There is the difference of night and day. If you write it in Sindhi language, there is the difference of just two dots. Here too it is the same. Baba is saying here too it is the same. The two dots are one of the self and the other one of BaapDada. If you remember these two dots, instead of complaining, you will become complete. This is why you should promise yourself to do this from today. You have made many promises to BaapDada, but today make a promise to yourself. From now on, I will not look at anything else except the jewel. And I myself will become a jewel of the rosary and sparkle amidst Baba Singh and sparkle amidst the whole world. Only when you become yourself a jewel will you sparkle. Baba says only when you yourself become a jewel will you sparkle. If you do not become a jewel, you will not be able to sparkle. Only when you make this a promise will there be revelation. You are not able to fulfill the promise to yourself completely. This is why revelation does not, Baba says, this is why revelation does not take place fully. The reason that there is not so much revelation is that you lack fulfilling the promise you have made to yourself. You make a promise and then you instantly forget it. However, now together with making a promise, make it firm that you will also bring about revelation. Then your promise will definitely bring about revelation. The Pandava army are knowledgeable souls and the Sakti army are loving souls. Those who are loving and are yogi, Baba is saying those who are loving are yogi. At present, zeal and enthusiasm are sparkling on the forehead of each Pandava. This zeal and enthusiasm should always remain constant. You have to give the fruit of the effort that you have taken from others. If you do not settle up for the effort you Baba says, if you do not settle up for the effort you have received here, you will have to give the return of that effort in the golden age. Therefore, you have to settle up for the effort you have taken. You have taken. From each center, there should be news of how each Kumar is an incarnation on this earth. When there is such news, you can then understand that the fruit is emerging. At present, you need to create this stage. BaapDada takes a body on loan to come here. Now both of them take it on loan. They come for just a short time. Why? In order to meet you. All of you must think that you have taken your body on loan for the sake of service for just a short time. When you have created such a stage, BaapDada influence will be visible to the world. Have you made both calculations accurately or have you just calculated for taking one Baba is saying, Baba is asking, have you made both calculations accurately or have you just calculated for taking and not for giving? You will remain constant for 6 months or you will write after 15 days. Baba is saying, will you remain constant for 6 months or will you write after 15 days? We wanted to remain like that, but what can we do? This happened. There should be no such complaint. Then the task of Didi will become light. If you become heavy, the entire task will become heavy. Call it BaapDada's desire or pure thought. It is the only thought and it will be the only thought that each of you should become number one. However, compared to the entire cycle, the stage that you create now will be number one of the whole cycle. Baba is referring to the true complete stage. All of you should have the aim to become number one. Do not think how can everyone become number one. Do not be a great donor in this. Remember two things. Firstly, you must look at the jewel. Do not see the snake which is the body. And secondly, consider yourself to be an incarnation. Perform all your tasks while incarnating in that body. Always remember one slogan, whatever BaapDada says and whatever he makes us do, however he takes us home, that's how we will do it. We will move along, say and see only that. This is the main slogan of the Pandavas. The main slogan is, we will move along, say and see only that, what Baba says. This is the main slogan of the Pandava army. We will think about only what BaapDada says. We must not think about anything else. We must not see anything else with these eyes. We have also given our eyes. You are the complete moths. Are you not? Do moths see anything except the flame? What else do your eyes see? Baba is asking, what else do your eyes see? When you see anything else, they deceive you a lot. Do not deceive yourself. For this, moths should be look at. Baba says, for this, moths should not look at anyone except the flame. This is the stamp of a complete moth. The result is good, but Baba is saying the result is good, but you must maintain this eternally. You should be able to create whatever stage you want whenever you want. You have to make the mind practice this drill. You must definitely practice coming into sound in 1 second and going beyond sound in 1 second. Practice coming into thoughts about service in 1 second and going beyond thought and stabilizing yourself in your original form in 1 second. This drill is absolutely essential. It should not be that you are unable to move away from physical consciousness. Come and physically Baba says, come into physical consciousness for the sake of a task in 1 second and then become bodiless in 1 second. Those who have made this drill firm are able to face all situations. Just as you are made to practice physical drill in the morning, in the same way you must especially practice this Avyakt drill at Amrit Vela. You have to do it throughout the day, but the time for this special practice is Amrit Vela. When you see that your intellect is very busy, practice in that virtue. Baba is saying, when you see that your intellect is very busy, practice it at that time. Even while in a situation, are you able to make your intellect detached? Only when you perform all your actions in a detached stage will you be able to remain detached. If you have attachment to that task, Baba is saying, if you have attachment to that task, you will not be able to become detached in 1 second. This is why you must practice this no matter what the situation is, because the final paper will be many fearsome situations and you will be amidst situations which you would not wish to be in. Baba says, compared to those, the situations of today are nothing. The final paper will take place amidst the final situation. You must prepare for that beforehand. This is why when you see that you are very busy, that the intellect is very busy in a physical task, and that the circumstances are such that they are pulling you in all directions, practice it at the time. Baba is saying, practice it at that time. Then you will know to what extent you are able to practice. Baba says, then you will know to what extent Baba says, then you will know to what extent you are able to practice the drill. This aspect too is most essential. If you continue this drill, you will achieve success. There is a number for each subject. This is the main thing. If you are good in this, Baba says, if you are good in this, Baba says, if you are good in this, you can claim a good number. If you are lacking in this subject, you will not be able to claim a result. That is number one. Ahead in the final result, Baba is saying, if you are lacking in this subject, you will not be able to claim a number ahead in the final result. This is why you were told that together with being knowledgeable soul, you also have to be a loving soul. Baba says, this is why you were told that together with being a knowledgeable soul, you also have to be a loving soul. Those who are loving receive love. When you have a lot of love for someone, it is said, this one has no awareness of anything else at all. The meaning of having no awareness of anything else is that you forget the awareness of even being your own form. The love of the intellect should be for no one except the one. Those who are like this are called loving. The special virtue of this group is that they are the chatraks, birds thirsty of rainwater only. For learning and imbibing all aspects and in making themselves move along in that stage in the future, you have become chatraks. But you also have to become charitraban, that is one with a good character. The speciality of this group is that they are chatraks. However, the task of a chatrak is to remain thirsty for this one. Only when this image, that is chitra, is visible in the activity, charitra, will you be called holy. You will be called worthy, that is patra, as well as a chatrak. Now, you are chatraks, but you will receive two titles after the result has been given. Now you are chatraks and then you will become worthy, that is patra, of coming close in the rosary of victory. If you keep with you all the time the slogan that you have heard and the stamp that you have been given at the bhatti, you will then be able to adopt both virtues. Acha. Om Shanti.